It kind of brings me to number one.
Yeah.
And this player is in a tier of his own. For you, your number one tight end.
Is he in a tier of his own for you?
He is, but not the same tier.
Okay.
But still,
Okay.
I believe he is in the same. He is in a tier of his own.
Right.
You have him tier 1. I have him tier 2. Who is your tight end 1 going into this draft?
Dalton Kincaid from Utah. I heard all the hype about him. I can't say that I really got a good look at him like during the college football season. I think I saw, one game, maybe Utah late in the, not Utah, Utah USC, like a night game, right? I remember watching that going, damn, who's this big guy running down the field? Oh, everybody was talking he's a top tight end prospect. But he's one of those where you turn it on, you expect good things, and then you turn it on and you go, holy shit. This guy is awesome.
And they used him.
They use him.
That was the difference.
So he's ready.
Yeah.
You get to see everything, let alone physical skills are off the charts good. I mean, off the charts good in my opinion, man. I mean, first off, natural athlete, right? Great pair of legs. He's not rocked up, but I have no problem with that. It's just like big, strong man, athletic guy. Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, those guys, they're not rocked up. They're just big, natural guys who are good athletes. And what I loved about him right off the bat, and you know me, ass and legs is the first thing I'm going to look at. What a great pair of thighs he has on him. That just is the inkling to go, ooh, I think he can run. I think he can accelerate. I think he's going to be able to break tackles, all of that. And then he gets out there and you watch him and you go, oh, my gosh, whoa. The way he gets off the line of scrimmage, the great feet he has, to avoid people at the second level, linebackers or whatever else, and then the feet and the hips and the route running to go along with it, let alone what he does after the catch, where that was this after the catch, he's receiver-like.
Yes.
Right? Gets upfield in an instant. He can make people miss. It's not like that's going to be his number one thing, breaking ankles, but he can weave and make you miss. And then, damn, he breaks a lot of tackles.
Yeah, people bounce off of him.
They bounce off him. He, I have a phrase of like a guy like him, and I said this about Zay Flowers and then Jigba at receiver. When they catch the ball, they're going, I'm going to score a touchdown. Even when they're on their own 5-yard line, they're like, I'm going to go score.
Yep.
Right? And that's the mentality I felt like Kincaid, let alone, all right, and I'll let you speak in a second here.
Sure. No, please, keep going.
His blocking was really good.
Oh, you liked the blocking.
I did.
Okay.
I did. Listen, there's certainly plays where he falls off blocks or misses blocks, but here's the thing. There's plenty enough to see it as you go through the games themselves and you go, oh, damn, he does a good job. He can block people big in space, do all that. He has a play here and there, but I'm about, again, this is not one where I go, oh, this is a wimp or this is a guy that's soft that doesn't want to do it. Yeah, he's a pass. He wants to play pass-catching tight end.
Yeah, that's his calling card trait, for sure. Absolutely.
Right? But I was a little like, ooh, man, this guy, he's not afraid to have a collision. He's not afraid to, mix it up a little bit.
That was our main question here from JBT
right.
Woods. He said, does Kincaid have to be looked at differently than everyone else due to lack of blocking, or is there enough on tape there?
I think there's enough there.
Okay.
I really did. And again, that's not what you're going to
You're not drafting him to do that.
You're not drafting him to do that. But also on top of that, if you draft him, you're not going to go, oh, wait, we can't run to his side. We can't run behind him. And here's another thing, too, where, when I see guys like this where I do see toughness and physicality and all that, I just go, well, he's going to get in an NFL locker room and he's going to go, damn, they're putting me on film in front of the team and I'm missing a block.
It's not the pack anymore.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to just get away with I hit him hard and I just leaned on him, and that's another thing he does. He stops his feet on contact sometimes and lets people fall off him a little bit and do that. But, yeah, all in all, I did not have enough of an issue with it. I wouldn't be mad if somebody took him in the top 10. He's better than TJ Hawkinson was coming out, in my opinion, for sure. I'm not going to go there to say he's Kyle Pitts as far as the freak athlete.
I would agree with that.
But he knows how to play the position, every bit as good as Kyle Pitts. That's what I will say.
I can make an argument he has the best hands in the draft, or he's up there for best hands in the draft. And I'm not counting the wide receiver class.
Please do. I didn't even get to that part, so go ahead. Talk about it. Throw it out there.
When you look at so he only had 2 drops in 2022, and he had 70 catches.
Yes.
So this is a target monster.
Right.
49 of the 70 catches were for first downs.
Yeah.
So, if you need to move the chains, this is who you look for.
Yep.
Incredible production. I wrote that he just eats in the middle of the field in the red zone, and he didn't have huge arms at the combine. His arms were like 35th percentile-ish, but I never noticed that on tape. I saw a huge catch radius. And the thing is, like, you can come in at the combine and have long arms, but do you maximize the catch radius on tape?
Exactly right.
And
if
that's
you're
what
long
he does.
arms and you're catching it by your chest every time, who the f*** cares about your arms?
It does not matter at all.
Exactly
But when
right.
you show up on tape and you maximize the catch radius, which is exactly what he did. And I wrote that, like, he's not very sudden or twitchy before the ball is in his hands, but it didn't matter. He doesn't need a ton of space to make a play on the ball.
No.
He can go find the ball left to right, over his head, low. It just really the adjustments to the football were very, very natural. And that's probably the biggest difficulty for a lot of college tight ends. They're just not. It's probably why they get moved to tight end initially, because they don't make the adjustments wide receivers
do. Stiff,
and it's like,
they
oh,
don't
you
move
can add
quite as
20
well.
pounds and
Right.
play tight end. With him,
Right.
it didn't look like that. Interesting background. He's really a high school basketball player. I think he played 1 year high school football. He walks on at San Diego as a football player. After 2 years, he transfers to Utah, and then for the last 2 years, he's been one of the best tight ends in the country. So I've actually evaluated him last year, Chris, because I assumed he was going to be in the draft.
Right.
I couldn't believe he went back to school.
Right.
So when he went back to school, I was like, you didn't have to go back to school, but he
Yeah.
did, and he had a monster year, and he's slotted to be a first-round pick.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be shocked if he gets past 15 or somewhere. I wouldn't be shocked if he went in the top 10. I really wouldn't. But you said it right too, as far as one, route running. He does it a little bit with great feel. He leans people. He changes speed. He's got very good hips and feet, so he can really just, in a nice fluid way, come out of an out route or a break or whatever, stick his foot in the ground and turns his hips, and it's just easy. He's just a nice fluid athlete that way. And then, when he gets in the ball in his hand, there is a little bit more of a twitch aspect
it's like,
to him.
comfortable again. Like, I have to
exactly
be
right.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. And then, I'm big into the last aspect you talked about. That's life in the NFL for a tight end. Again, we talked about that. It's a lot of tight window throws, people hanging all over you. So how do you catch the ball in those moments? And that's where I did love him. I mean, he extends his arms all the time. He's a snatcher of the ball out of the air. He doesn't wait for it to get
Yes.
He goes and
Throw a
grabs
number
it.
to you on that.
Right.
2021, he hauled in 7 of 9 contested catches. This year, 9 of 18. Like, if you're at 50% or higher, that's insane.
Yes.
And it's not 50-50 balls.
No,
it's not.
it's
60-40,
80-20,
80-20,
yeah, exactly right.
much higher.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I'm totally with you on
yes,
that.
and he's natural with the back shoulder stuff, all the stuff you talked about. He's fearless over the middle. He puts his body in position to catch the ball sometimes, and you go, ooh, you're about to get your head knocked off, and he does not care. So I love that aspect about him. Hey, listen, the only thing you can nitpick about is the blocking, like you brought up.
That was the one thing that bothered me a little bit. I think
see the
inline's
will-
going to be a tough adjustment at the next level.
Yeah, I see the will and physicality. And it's like a defensive end sometimes who's, he's got all the measurables, but we go, he just doesn't play as physical and stuff as we want, right? Usually like Montez Sweat, guys like Danielle Hunter, where there was those questions. They get around other alphas. They go, whoa, this tackle, my coach is calling me out in front of everybody. It changes them. I see enough real power and physicality to go, I think he's going to be fine on the end of the line of scrimmage. And like you said, it's not going to be his calling card either way, but phenomenal football player. And damn, I just, I don't know where he goes. The first team I think of is the Raiders at 7, just because I know they value it. They just got rid of Darren Waller.
Yep.
But I would say it starts there, and then somewhere between there and 20 is where Dalton Kincaid goes.
You look at like the Chargers as a luxury in that offense.
My gosh.
Yeah, because they have size at wide receiver, but to have a seam guy like that, for Herbert,
and Herbert's a great. You're covered. It doesn't matter. I can just throw it here, and your wingspan or your size or your ability to box somebody out will get it done. And there's no doubt that would be a nice fit.
And you wonder, like, he's been dealing with the back injury. He wasn't able to test, which probably would have helped him. He is a player that is going to be 24 during his rookie season. I don't think all of these things hurt him in a sense, but if he falls to the back end of the round 1, you start dreaming Bengals.
Oh my gosh!
Luxury. You start getting really big thoughts.
I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked.
It does seem like he's going in the top 20
I
picks.
think of teams like Houston at 12. D'Amico Ryans, the 49ers coaching staff's there, and it's Nick Caserio. It's a team that values tight end play. So that's where I have a hard time thinking he gets outside of that top 20 for sure. And you know what? he's one of those guys, almost like Devin Witherspoon, that I don't think the combine matters. The tape says it all.
You're right. It's like, what more were you looking to see?
Exactly right.
Yeah.
He runs by everybody. He can make plays after the catch. He's, physical with the ball in his hands. He knows how to separate in route running. He catches the ball in traffic. Off combine, and let's move on with life. Yo, thanks for watching, homies. It's the off season, but there's no off season for us here at Unbuttoned. Me, Ahmed Fareed, we're going to hit all the stories. So hit subscribe for us, okay? We got a ton coming up. My draft prospect rankings, my Simms top 40 quarterback countdown, and videos of me and NFL QBs playing catch and talking about their development and mechanics. Again, thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe. Peace out, homies. See you soon.